This is more than a recreation facility. This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build lasting friendships in a supportive community. This is where you'll feel empowered and inspired to develop lifelong skills for personal and professional achievement. At the Student Recreation Center, we are a community of over 25,000 Condors striving to soar in state-of-the-art facilities. We foster an environment where determination meets opportunity.
We're here to motivate, driving growth, and providing leadership on your journey to a healthier, happier you.
We're a diverse community, fueling our passion with each rep, each sweat drop, and each moment of personal growth.
We are constantly challenging ourselves, pushing our boundaries, and celebrating every personal achievement along the way.
We are the pulse of friendly competition in pursuit of victory and camaraderie through sports and friendship.
We are fierce competitors, where diversity strengthens our bond and enhancing our skills on and off the pitch.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are fueled by determination, teamwork,
and the thrill of victory on and off the field.
We
are Condors.
This is your opportunity to explore our dynamic programming and find the physical activities that ignite your passion. Visit the Student Recreation Center today to join the community of Condors.
Set to throw it in. White surveying the scenes, going to find Meyer with that one. She's going to be closely watched by Mbula, getting it on over now to Menenzies. Dropping that one all the way back to Benedetto. Conestoga having active feet early on, able to get a number of passes off, trying to thin out this Falcons defense. That one going to be turned over, however, and sent back, and calling for it there is Skylar Morales, second-year keeper for Conestoga, giving that one over to Benedetto. And towards line, Meyer with a nice little touch. Mackey fighting for it. Mackey coming away with it on the sidelines. Now Skinkle has it, and still in a battle with Mackey. Now coming is Ambrose for support. Conestoga with numbers, trying to overload this Fanshawe defense. That one going over to Meyer. Meyer having it. He's getting a piece of it. That ball is still free. Still up, and going to go over the net, I believe, off of Meyer. A good chance for Conestoga early on in this one. It's a diving save from Birch, kept that one out.
Talk it up, D, talk it up.
Set up for a goal kick. So you're into the 9th minute here in this one. So Mbula going to be closely watched by Mackey. Mackey led the charge last season for this Conestoga offense, tallying 7 goals, 2 assists for 16 points in the 10 matches she played. That one coming in and coming away with that one was Merritt. But now it's Meyer on the sideline still with it, dancing around a couple of Fanshawe defenders. I believe it's going to be last touched by Fanshawe. That's going to set up a throw-in. White surveying the scene, sending that one over to Meyer. She's trying to get it past the defender. As Hurl will not allow that one. Meyer had it momentarily, and now Fanshawe sets up trying to clear out. And a good read from Benedetto intercepts that one. Trying to get through and coming out to play it. There is Birch. She will settle that one down, keeping the Condors at bay for now. Menenzi is going to send it on back. That's going to find Brzena. It's a good body there from Triantafilo. I believe that is going to be a free kick here for Fanshawe. Ball placed just past center. So that one moved up. That one hitting off the head of number 22. That is Nicole Miller, and cleared out. Taken in nicely from Ambrose. Battle for towards midfield. Fanshawe turning around. and is going to send it towards the sidelines. And grabbing it before there, I believe, is going to be Merritt. The free kick here for the Falcons. Is that one going to be headed away? Taken in by Ashley Blazik. Blazik going to be closely watched there by Free. Blazik still with it, staying on her feet. Has it momentarily, and I believe she's going to hit the ground and a whistle sound, stopping play. Yellow card was assessed. That free kick going to be sent away. Intercepted, however, from Van Netten. And now sent into the Condors bench. Beautiful day for soccer here in the middle of September as the sun's setting at the Fountain Street complex. Still deadlocked at 0. As that one sent a little bit too far, racing after Di Benedetto in a foot race there with Merritt. And Di Benedetto coming away with it as the players go towards the sidelines.
That was the yellow card for the Condors in the 13th minute. Assessed to number 11, Justina Meneses.
Justina Meneses is going to be picking up that yellow as announced by our PA announcer Lucas Fafaro in the 13th minute. Conestoga mounting attack, moving directly up at the middle of the field, getting it over to Ambrose. Ambrose has Meyer on the wing. Look, getting it now over to Meyer. Meyer going to be met there by one of the defenders for Fanshawe, heading towards the corner. Trying to get it through her legs. Will not, sending that one on over now to number 11, but Meyer steals it right back. She'll be bodied off the ball. There will be no whistle on that play as Fanshawe back with the ball. That one sent up the sidelines. It will stay in as White gives chase, trying to run down the Falcons attacker. That one going to be set up and intercepted by Di Benedetto before it could get to Morales. Justina Manessa is going to get it over to Mackey. Mackey allowing that one to run for Meyer. She will get there first. Meyer heading towards the goal line, trying to keep it in. I believe that's going to set up our first corner of the match. Lexi Ambrose going to take it for the Condors. As the box goes up, that ball is up. It's going to hit off the head now. Coming up, racing up is Meneses as she tries to put it back in. That went into a crowd of Falcons, and coming away with it, racing after is Merritt. She's got it. Merritt gets around Di Benedetto. As she races up, trying to get back now is Di Benedetto. A collision, players hit the ground, no whistle. Is that one going to be sent towards the sidelines and out? Good play there from Di Benedetto, able to get back into the play and disrupt that attack for the Falcons. Ball thrown, and we are back underway Both teams having some chances earlier on. Nothing in the back of the net quite yet.
Lots of time, look for a passer.
That one going to be sent through. White going to cut that one off. Pass intended for number 19. I believe that was Ryder. Ambrose trying to get it free. Mbula with it. She's going to drop it back. That is going to be Emma Hurl. Couple quick passes for the Falcons as they mount their attack. As Blazek comes up to meet that one, Miller takes charge, and Conestoga right back, trying to get numbers up, trying to fill in Mackey, racing up, trying to catch up with Blazek. Is that one going to be sent out of bounds? Conestoga really doing a good job maintaining possession early in this match. That one going all the way back to the keeper. Fanshawe last season had a record of 3-7, ran into a little bit of trouble scoring goals, averaging less than 1 per game. Already seeing a number of goals scored this year as they continue to try to press the opponent into making some mistakes. As Di Benedetto with it, loses that one, gets a piece of it, now over to Abby White. Really love the defensive prowess White brings to this team, as that one going to the keeper and sent away. Just being very good at reading the play. You've already seen it a couple times here, jumping into those passing lanes, creating several turnovers that can really transition the Condors into offense.
Into the game for the Falcons in the 18th minute, number 16. Pusha Metcalf. She comes on for number 11 in the Skinkle.
Skinkle going to head to the sidelines. Substitution was made. That ball is up and taken in there with ease from Morales. Morales sends that one away. That one for Meyer. She gets a piece of it. Sent right back into the middle. Quick pass, intended target for Merritt. She's got it. Miller trying to watch her. Nice little cut in on Morales. That one going to just miss the post on a good run from Sam Merritt. Merritt last season had 2 goals, was tied with Diaz for second on the team. Looking for one right there off a very nice cut. Really showed that burst of speed. Got right in on Morales, just missing the left post. That one up is going to be headed away. Mbula with it. That one is poked away from her. Conestoga doing a good job with the bend, don't break mentality on defense. Been a couple chances for Fanshawe, and Conestoga has held tough. Blazek sending that one up, trying to Philo reels it in. Tries to get it over to Mackey. That one broken up. Play still in as Blazek challenges. Little fancy footwork from Mackey right in front of the Falcons bench. That one turned over. And another nice play from Blazek. Taken in there by Di Benedetto. Falcons back on the attack. That's going to be number 19, Lily Ryder. Conestoga able to answer. Has White right up the line. Trying to find her. Is that one going to head out of bounds? D'Alessandro to throw it in. That one hit off the back of Meyer's head. White with another good box out on the attacking rider. Really seen that a number of times from these backs for the Condors. Doing a good job holding the Falcons at bay. As that one sent up, taken in, but it was scored away from Trantafillo. Miller takes charge of that one. A little bit of a miscue. Ambrose jumps on it. Now Conestoga has Meyer on the wing. Nice little cut. And that one going to be poked free by Hurl. Ambrose and Hurl in a battle. And it'll be the Falcons coming away with it. Meyer had the hot boot in the last 3 games of last season as she tallied 3 goals and an assist. That 5-1 victory is especially noteworthy, where she had 5 points in the match and a perfect shooting percentage. Keep your eye on number 13 for the Condors. Conestoga wearing white, Fanshawe in black. Fanshawe will be going from right to left on your screen, Conestoga left to right. Nice little move from Blazik, sending it towards the far line. I believe that was Brzezina. And that attack turned away. Mackey collects. Blazik going to fall. That ball's still alive. And the Falcons going to come away with it. Good challenge from Mackey. She takes that one, getting it on over to Ambrose. Ambrose trying to find Meyer. She's got Meyer. Meyer in all alone. The shot. And that one going to go high. As a good look from Brooke Meyer as she tried to break this deadlock. Quick passing play as Meyer got all alone on Birch. Just got a little too much on it.
Comes into the game, number 21, Erica Van Netten.
They're coming into the game for Van Net. That's a goal kick going away. Mackey size, that one's up. Was Bambula. Big hard strike and a nice little touch from Meyer. Sends it right back into Fanshawe territory. Racing up the ring goes Van Noddet. And a nice slide tackle from White disrupts that play. And I believe a Fanshawe Falcon going to be injured on it. Abby White going to head off, and a substitution going to be made as Cassidy Hunt coming in. Might have got a little banged up on that play.
That's Cassidy Hunt.
As I believe the injured Falcon on the play was Lily Ryder. She will stay in the match.
It wasn't acting, it was
Battle for it, and that one is slide tackle. And Fanshawe retains possession. Ryder sending it on back. It's going to be Hurl with it. We are back underway in the 26th minute. Once again, you're seeing a lot of lengthy possessions between these two clubs. Once they have the ball, they are holding onto it for an exceptional amount of time. As that one going to head to the scoring table. Mbula has been a force offensively already with 2 goals in 3 matches coming into tonight. Scored in the season opener against Conestoga and tallied one of the 3 goals in that draw against the Mountaineers. It's Mackey with it, going to give it on over to Meyer. The second-year player has provided significant offense. It's that play intended for Hunt, who's fresh into the game. Manessi's going to be closely watching. That one going to be sent across the field and taken in. Triantafillo racing, trying to catch up to Claire. And a nice little play from Triantafillo, sending that one out of bounds. Really seen it early on that Conestoga's style has been focused heavily on the defensive side of the ball. They've done an amazing job as a sliding save. They're going to be taken in by Birch. Team styles really emphasized that defensive organization, which we've seen. You're seeing a lot early in this one, just the bursts of speed, that transitional speed as well. Really has been a big problem for opponents as they face off against the Condors. As Di Benedetto in a race as she is trying to get in front of Claire. That one going to be kept alive on the sidelines. Nice play from, believe that was going to be Brizina. Popping it back to Morales. There's a Falcon closely on her. Nearly intercepted as Merritt tried to grab that one. D'Alessandro as Fanshawe now mounting another attack. Getting some good time of possession here about halfway through the first half. Nice play from Meyer. She dances around too and has some room to run. Brooke Meyer racing up, Wembula on her as she tries to close the gap. Still with it. Now a nice box out from Wembula. Up the sidelines and getting a piece of that one. Heading into the stance. And going to be sent out of play as Hunt got a piece of that one. Miller has some time. Going to be watched, however, by Merritt, who's trying to cut down the passing lane. That one going to hit off of Ryder. Hit off another leg, and now Ryder right back with it. And the flag is up offside, going to be called, and a substitution.
Game for the Falcons in the 30th minute. Re-entering is number 11, Addison Skinkle.
Skinkle going to be coming back into the game. And we are back underway. That one going to get to Ambrose, now to Mackey. And trying to get behind, and will is Hunt. Hunt now with it, in and out of her feet. She tracks it back down. And that one into no man's land. I believe it's intended for Manessi's, but Hunt right back with it. Really seeing some composure from the Conestoga as they have been able to settle the moment down as soon as they get past that Fanshawe defense. That one, a little bit of an errant pass going to be taken in by Birch. That one up, and Meyer coming up, and we'll take that one in. Nice little play from Hunt. Now right up the gut was Mackey, getting it over to Manessi's. And she sends that one trying to get around the defender, be a little bit too far, and Birch stops that attack. Seeing Conestoga intercept a number of Fanshawe passes, doing a good job being able to get right back on the attack as Blazek sends that one up for Ambrose. Ambrose reels it in. She fires. And that one, I believe, might have hit off of Birch as she tried to make a diving save and will head out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick here for the Condors, as they've had a couple chances here yet to break through. That ball up, looking good. Meneses puts it on. A little bit of a bounce ball is trying to fill, give chase, but it will reach Birch. Really seeing a couple of secondary chances on these corner kicks. As Di Benedito trying to get that one, Meyer will take over. Now she has it, sends it right up the gut. Now on the far sideline, Fanshawe looking and will curl back. They have some on the line, trying to direct traffic, and now that pass intended, and a good reach from Meyer, able to disrupt that one, getting it over to Hunt. She'll head back momentarily and sends it straight up, finding Ambrose. Now to Mackey. Mackey with a nice little piece of footwork there. Scott Hunt, she will send it off. That one going to get over to Brazina. Tries to send that one through a little bit too far. Pass intended for Ambrose. Keys to the game for the Condors. Really focusing on creating those chances, testing the keeper. Have to be better in front of the keeper. We've already seen a number of chances from Conestoga early on. You can see them trying to execute that game plan, really get up the field and put shots on, forcing Birch to make the saves. Their D was very good against Humber, continuing to make that a focal point. You've seen it as part of their program's mentality for a number of years. As Meyer takes that one in. And Hunt trying to get that one. That one off the foot of Meyer. Couple fancy little piece of footwork again for Mackey. And she gets around the defender. Excellent work for Mackey. Tries to get that one up and it will head out of bounds, but it will be off of the Falcons. Conestoga moves up. Still. See the level of training and preparation that these players do in the off season. Often you'll see a lot of it posted on social media. These players come right into the season ready to play in mid-season form, and that's evident by some of the plays that you're seeing here early in this match. Blazek's got that one, getting out. Going to be behind Mackey and taken in by Hunt. Good read from Ashley Blazek. Now getting it over to Ambrose. Ambrose surrounded by a couple of Falcons, trying to find Trantafillo, tripping over the ball, and Trantafillo coming away with it. And that one going to be sent out of bounds as Trantafillo broke through. Trying to find Hunt. That one going to head into the hands of Birch, however. So we continue on, both teams looking for that opening marker. Another nice defensive play from Di Benedetto. Mackey trying to find Di Benedetto, gets it over to Hunt. She's racing after it, she will keep it alive. Seeing if she can get it as she crosses. Now Trantafillo has it. Hits off her foot. Mackey keeps it alive for the Condors. Now over to Hunt. Hunt fires. And that one going to miss the mark and head out of bounds, be a goal kick.
Subs in on both sides in the 36th minute, entering for the Condors. Number 6, Sam Satchel. Entering for Fanshawe, number 4.
Notable departure for the Condors, no longer with team captain Megan Hayes as she graduated at the conclusion of last year after a stellar collegiate career for the Condors. Definitely be missing that presence on the field, but it gives a great opportunity for other players to rise up and fill those shoes. We are back underway after a couple of substitutions from both teams. Fanshawe comes into tonight's contest 1-1-1 on the season as they open it up with that win against the Condors. Fell to the Hawks 2-0, tied Mohawk in a back and forth shootout 3-3. Nice play from Blazik, who's going to send that one back to Mackey. Mackey going to drop it all the way back to Miller. Nicole Miller sending it up. A couple of the key players for the Condors right in that spot in the middle of the field. We'll get more into that in the second half as a whistle sounds, stopping play. This women's soccer team for Conestoga had a strong 2024-25 campaign, really showed steady growth throughout the course of the season, and their competitiveness is near tops the league. You're really seeing that evident as in October they had a very good numbers, as that one just a little bit too high for Hunt. In that game versus Mohawk, Lily Ryder and Erica Van Netten each recorded a goal. That would be a very big, as it was a back and forth game. You saw it a number of times. Mohawk actually outshot the Falcons 22-8 on a big 11 save ever from Skinkle, the third-year Caledon native. As Miller going to take that one in now over to Meyer. Trying to find Hunt on the line. Whistle sounds going to be Fanshawe ball. Really seeing Conestoga clog up the middle of that field, not allowing much to get through, forcing Fanshawe to go up the sidelines as Blazik going to be hit, and that will be Conestoga ball. Di Benedetto looking for an opening. Going to send that one on over to Ambrose. Brazina now with it as she's going to be challenged by a couple of Falcons. Comes away with it mostly. And now going to be challenging that also is Sam Satchel, who's fresh into the game. Fantafillo takes the throw in, going to be watched closely there by Wambula. Some fancy footwork there. That one put on. Hunt trying to get there. She'll settle down still with it. As Hunt fires, shot, scores! Conestoga strikes first off a beautiful finish from Cassidy Hunt.
That's a Condors goal, scored in the 41st minute by number 4, Cassidy Hunt.
Great job settling that ball down, able to cut back a little bit, and a big, strong strike, finishing it off. Going to be the goal for Hunt. Conestoga up 1-0 here in the 41st minute. Fanshawe looking to answer, and that one going to be offside. That pass looked to be intended going to be broken up, however, by one of the Fanshawe players. Can't quite make out the number. Quite possibly is free. Nice little play from trying to fill. That one sent right back. It's going to be taken in by Ryder. Ryder immediately has that one knocked away from her. Satchel. Back and forth we go. Satchel coming for it, but it'll be Mackey taking charge, and Conestoga able to regain possession. Really seeing that a lot. They're able to poke the ball free a number of times away from the Falcons, and having another teammate right there able to take the loose ball and set up field. On the near sidelines, Hunt looking again. Meyer is going to give that one. No, she'll keep it. Now puts it up there for Ambrose. Ambrose, that one off her foot, set right back. Brazina now has it. Conestoga maintains possession. I want a strike going to get, and it will be run down by Hunt. She might look for the cross. Gives it on over there to Mackey. Mackey settles. Now takes a minute, dropping it back there to Blazek. Conestoga threatening. That one put on and taken in by Birch off the foot of Blazek.
Hi everyone, looking for 5 people.
Kind of tight. 6 to go. Whatever that.
Conestoga takes that one back in at midfield. It's going to be Meyer. Meyer surveys the scene, able to find a pass through to Blazek. Brazina now coming up with speed. She can really fight, gets that one over. We'll get it through. Satchel able to now have the ball as she runs in. Satchel fires. And I believe that one going to hit off. I believe it's going to be a corner for the Condors. Conestoga averaging 16.4 shots per game. Team is really good at generating those chances. You'd like to see them up their shot conversion a little bit, around that 15 to 18%. In close games like this, that one goal can really swing momentum. It's going to be another corner here for the Condors. Blazek picking up the assist on the goal. Sun might be playing a factor here as that one up. However, mostly to the player's back. When you end up in this other corner, that Sun really playing a factor as it sets behind us. Dean Benedetto going to give it on over to Meyer. Nice little touch, trying to get it up. Mackey now with it. As she will sidestep a defender. Racing that one up. Satchel back with it. Might have that one punched away, and I believe it's going to be another corner for the Condors. Approaching halftime, Conestoga looking for a late marker, seeing if they can extend the lead. That one up, and that one going to be knocked away as Birch came out. That one fired, missing just up and away. 1 minute of added time indicated by our officials. We get set to resume. Blazek takes charge of that one, setting it right back. And a little give and go between Blazek and Birch. We'll reset and do it again. That one up and away. Gonna bounce over. And now here comes a chance for Ryder. It's gonna be DiBenedetto trying to get a piece of it. And that one going to go ahead out of bounds. I believe it's going to be a goal kick. Great run from DiBenedetto. And that is the whistle. That is halftime. Conestoga up 1-0 off the strike from Cassidy Hunt. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to have the second half of this OCAA women's soccer action. Don't go anywhere.
Go, Rep, get this game started.
All set to go for the second half of action between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Conestoga Condors. 1-0 our score after the strike from Cassidy Hunt. And we are back underway. Back and forth game against Mohawk for the Fanshawe Falcons. They took a 3-2 lead into halftime, but that was when Ryder came through, striking in the 70th minute off the assist from Natalia Diaz to even it up, and that is how that one would end. And now racing up ours is Fanshawe, coming right out, and Morales going to come out, challenge it, and slow it down. Couple of key players in my pre-game talk with the Fanshawe head coach Anthony Vassallo. A couple of the key players here is Lily Ryder, one of the key strikers here for the Falcons, as well as the Campton Wambula. A couple of key difference makers that they are looking to see if they can get one of those tallies. We mentioned earlier that Ryder was the one that knotted that game up against the Mountaineers. See if she has similar fortunes here this evening. We mentioned last season Fanshawe struggled a bit to score. This season, however, have appeared to turn over a new leaf as they're averaging 1.33 goals per game in the early going and are also up a slight bit in the shooting department as that one heads out of play. New keeper into the game for Fanshawe. That's number 1, Ava Rogers. She's taken over the starting role for the Falcons this season, starting in the 3 games for the team, and now in here. She's just in her rookie campaign. Has just under an 800 save percentage, only giving up 5 goals in 225 minutes of action seen as she tries to quiet this Condors offense. Quick little step there for, I believe that's going to be Ryder, yes, and cleared by DiBenedetto. That one heading towards the sidelines and will head just out of play. Fanshawe to throw it in. That one kept alive by Hunt. Mackey continuing with the fancy forward, gets on over to Blazik after evading a couple of Falcons. Sent up through midfield, that one going to head into feet of the Falcons. Trantafillo comes in and takes that one away. There looked to be a bit of a jersey tug. No call. Trantafillo still with it. And now we'll send it on over to Hunt. Trantafillo back with it. She sends that one up. And there's the strike, and that is a goal kick, I believe. Yes, it will be a goal kick for Ava Rogers. Trantafillo had an absolute bull rush up the field as she tried to capitalize on that one. Just continued to move forward, getting right around her defender. Last season, Conestoga had a great match against these Falcons, winning it by a score of 5-1. Goals came off the feet of Rebello, Meyer, Mackey, and Dozen. Diaz had the lone tally for the Falcons in that game as Conestoga stops that attack. A little bit of a collision. Blazik down, but coming up there was Satchel to clear it. Good read there from Brazina, right up to Triantafilo. Triantafilo missed time last year with an injury, back in this Condors lineup, and what a good addition she has been. Is that one going to be sent through the seam? Coming out to play it is Rogers, and she will swallow that one up. And White back into the game in a foot race with Ryder. Ryder still with it, and here comes White closing fast. She tries to send it out. And we'll see what the call is. I believe it's going to be a corner kick. A little bit of confusion from the Condors players that they thought Ryder might have touched that. Nonetheless, going to be a corner kick for the Falcons. That one up. A header from Wambula. And it's going to head out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick now. Conestoga remains strong. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Conestoga last season really came alive in October as they doubled many of their offensive categories, including goals and assists. Their shooting percentage also improved as well, something that they will be looking to do so here this season as they continue to capitalize on their attacks and be a real difference maker in their matches. Di Benedetto with it, and she will find Brazina on the wing. Sends that one right up the line, finds Satchel. That one just missing Satchel. She tried to keep it alive. Throw in now for the Falcons. Blazer tries to get a piece of that one. It'll be kept alive now in the feet of Satchel. Sent up the line. Trantafilo will give chase, but it's going to be Metcalf getting there first. Mackey Racing just misses her. White there. As White looks for a pass, going to drop it back to Miller. Conestoga doing a good job once again in this half, maintaining possession, really allowing the field to open up for them, find some openings, and be able to convert on their passes and lead to some good scoring chances. As Triantafilo will be subbed off for coming into the game.
53rd minute, entering number 12, Abby Curtis.
Abby Curtis going to be coming into the game, one of these rookie players for the Condors. Native of Guelph coming in for Triantafilo. Mabula looking as that one intercepted by Meyer. Meyer races right back on the attack. Meyer going to be closely watched by Wambula. That one's still alive, coming out, and falling on it is Rogers. Does that one negate the attack? That one sent away. Miller takes that one in off her foot, and Fanshawe has it back. As Merritt was right there to take in the loose ball. Ryder back with it. The slide tackle attempt from Mackey, and here comes Fanshawe looking for the equalizer. A couple of Condors converge. White closely watching. Here comes Di Benedetto. Conestoga upping the defensive pressure, forcing some passing, trying to see if they can force a mistake. And it's going to be a goal kick. Good box out there from Brazina. Temperature quickly cooling off as this game progresses. Conestoga back with the ball. And it's going to be Brazina running up the line, trying to set an end. Now a race for the ball. And it's looking like coming right into the game. Curtis thrust right in. Is that one going to be sent out of bounds? Looks like 3 subs going to be coming into the game. The next stoppage for Fanshawe. Mackey with it. As Mackey having a look. Nothing there. She still has it. And that one going to be punched free.
Subs enter the game for the Falcons in the
Mambula coming out, I believe.
Bellotinello, Cassidy, D'Alessandro, yes.
Mambula will be coming out. Crocker as well. She just has to quickly give off that captain sleeve. That's going to now be Merritt. And I believe DeBello coming in. Natalia Diaz as well, as a couple substitutions are made. We are set to resume, and here we go. Is that one taken in by Meyer? Meyer going to be challenged and has that one knocked away right into the feet there of Brazen. Now Mackey has it roll right to her. She crosses that one over to Hunt. And the flag up offside by a hair. That one going to be sent out of bounds off the kick from Rogers. A little bit back and forth. Seeing Conestoga doing a good job remaining tough on the defensive side of the ball. They are getting their chances and racing up the field, trying to see if they can add an insurance marker. Getting it back over to Hunt. Hunt gives it over to Blazik. Coming back, that one going to head out of bounds. Conestoga going to have possession. Looking deep and throws it. That one heading towards the sidelines, and Satchel tries to get it. That one sent up. And now Blazik in her feet as she tries to win it back. Deep Benedito able to get it over. Nice little give and go with Blazik and Brazina. Okay, Brazina now sending it over across field to Hunt. Hunt having a look. That one off of a Falcon. It's going to be sent over to White. Hunt quickly gives it over back to Abby White as she tries to spring Mackey. Mackey will be able to run it down, looking for the cross. As that one finds Satchel, she fires. As that one going to be knocked away on the shot attempt by the Falcons as they come back. Giving it on up now to Free. Up the sidelines. And there's Abby White trying to intercept that one. It's going to hit off of DeBello, however. Fanshawe still with it. Time continuing to tick away. Conestoga up by the narrowest of leads. And a falling Hunt able to knock that one, preventing Fanshawe from entering the zone. Meyer gives it on over to Mackey. Sends it right back. Now Meyer bursts of speed, trying to get in. She's around one Falcon, trying to get around another, and that one going to be knocked away. A couple of key players identified by Coach Mackey in the pregame, being Benedito, Mackey, as well as Blazik, really identifying that spine. They continue to play right up the middle. Those 3 players are going to be key difference makers, and they're also trying to focus on Ambrose at the top of that spine. as she's been a very calm, composed competitor here for the Condors as they tried to get her some looks. Be a corner kick here for the Condors. That one away from Hunt. And will be knocked away right back to Hunt, however. She goes for another cross. And that one will be gobbled up by Rogers. No rebound to be had. She races up to the top of her box. Tries to send that one away. And a good reception from Merritt. Merritt around DiBenedito. And now trying to get a pass. And a nice play. And I believe a hand. No, it will not be called. So there might have been a hand from the Falcons. No, says our referee. Is that one on? And take it in off the fingertips of Morales. She quickly grabs the rebound. A little bit of contact. Blazik, that one off of her. And now going to be taken in by DeBello. Set towards the sidelines. Satchel trying to get there, but it will head out of bounds before she is able to do so. That one thrown in, taken off the chest of Free. The yellow card going to be assessed to Cassidy Hunt now.
Yellow card to the Condors assessed in the 61st. For Cassidy Hunt.
Be the second yellow charge to the Condors. Be a free kick here for DiBenedito. Taking that one in was Brazina. Mackey charges in, tries to get that one. Now Blazik in a battle for it. And it's Ashley Blazik coming away with it. Little stutter step as she tries to get some space. Blazik still with it, dealing with a little bit of body pressure, and that one going to head out. That one's set up, and you're going to just miss, and it's going to be kicked off by Merritt and head out of bounds. Couple of subs coming into the game.
Entering number 11, Justina Menezes. And number 20,
Menezes going to be coming into the game, as well as Ambrose.
Out of the game, Sam Satchel and Cassidy Hunt.
Satchel and Hunt coming out. It's a nice throw in from Claire DiBenedito. That one into the corner for Ambrose. Now Blazik. I believe it will stay with the Condors. Yes, it will, as Brazina coming in to throw it in. It's a very close game in the first game between these two. Is that one going to head out of play? Conestoga had the edge in the shot department as well as the saves, but it was that goal by Wambula in the 53rd minute that was the difference maker. Rogers saved all 9 shots that came her way, keeping the slate clean to secure the first shutout of the season. She is now the keeper coming out of halftime as Birch was subbed for. Birch had 4 shots on goal, finished with 3 saves, allowed that 1 goal off the foot of Hunt. As Miller going to give chase, dropping it back to Morales. going to be a free kick as the play was whistled down. It's going to be free to send it away. That one up. Battleford and White going to clear it into the feet of Meyer as she sets up, and that one hitting off a foot, and it will head out of bounds. As looks like Triantafilo coming back into the game.
65th minute entering is number 9, Lily Triantafilo. Comes on goal number 22, Nicole Miller.
Miller going to be heading off, Triantafilo back into the game. And there's the throw, and we are back underway. And it looks like Fanshawe was looking for a handball. No dice on that one. Triantafilo fresh back into the game, and she's got it. She has a look, getting it over to Ambrose. Now trying to send it over to Blazik. Blazik has room. She's closing in. And a big hit. And I believe no call going to be had, as that was a big hit that Blazik took. Going to set up a corner kick here for the Condors. That is going to be Lexi Ambrose to kick it away. That one up, looking good. Battleford in the box. Mackey has it momentarily in and out of the feet. And a player down. And it looks like can't quite make out the number, as I believe there was some head contact. Immediately whistled down by the referee and the training staff going to come on. We will step aside.
Subbing for Fanshawe in the 67th minute, entering number 2. As Justine Claire, she comes on for Cassie D'Alessandra.
Don't yell that out loud.
Opinion versus his opinion. I'm asking your opinion.
We are back underway. As that one sent away by Rogers. Bounced through the feet. Di Benedito has it. Morales might have been looking at Di Benedito, but is going to give that one on over. I believe that was Meyer. And now sending it on over to Triantafilo. She is in a foot race. That one is going to be sent away. Triantafilo right back on it. Gives it on over to Blazik. Ashley Blazik has that one knocked away and is going to head out of bounds for a throw-in. That one up and is going to go over the top of the net for a goal kick. Goal kick is away. Just sending on over to one of her backs. Fanshawe still looking for the marker. Triantafilo gives it on over as Blazik will run into it. Ashley Blazik sending that one up the line and is going to be taken in by Rogers, not giving Conestoga a chance. Conestoga continuing to do a good job keeping possession. Blazik has it. Trying to send Triantafilo, and she might have a lane. Triantafilo with it as she'll curl back, looking for some support. Now finds Blazik. Blazik might have the cross, as it looks like there's a couple Condors there. She's trying to get knocked off the ball. Still with it, riding the line. That one punch free, and Triantafilo comes to support. Triantafilo gets it on over to Blazik. Blazik, fancy footwork, around one Falcon. Now Ambrose with it. As it looked like there might have been some contact, and that one off the foot is going to be a corner kick for the Condors. That kick away, looking good, tracking, trying to get a piece of it, still free, as that one was knocked away, but I believe in that one back on. No, it's going to go just wide off the foot of Ambrose. The good looking chance for the Condors yet again. Be a goal kick now for the Falcons. The Condors continue to lead 1-0. Battle for it at midfield. Mackey continuing to do an amazing job with her ball control. That one intended for Triantafilo, intercepted, however. And now here come the Falcons. White trying to get a piece of that one. Mackey back with it. Sensing the pressure on her back, going to give it on over to White, who gives it right back. Setting that one up the line. Riding right against the line, and now will head out of bounds. Be a throw in now as we get set to resume. The next game for the Condors is against Sheridan in Oakville. They will be back home after a lengthy road trip in October as we are backing away Ambrose with it. That one looking good, and coming out knocking it down was Rogers, and she's quickly up to send it away. Meyer there to stop that attack momentarily. Gathered in by the Falcons. Here they come. Good battle between White, and I believe that's going to be Ryder. Now into the middle for Free. Free surveying the scene, closely watched by Ambrose. Now Meyer having a little bit of pressure, and that one going to head out as she was in a battle with Diaz. Benedetto comes away with it. Sending it up the line for Triantafilo. That one going to be intercepted, however, from Metcalf. Messi's going to find Blazik. Quickly going to have a Falcon close the gap on her as Blazik still with it. Nice play from Blazik, still with it, riding the line. And that is going to hit off of Blazik. It will be a Falcon ball. Nessie is able to box out Merritt and retains possession. This little one touch trying to find Blazik. She comes to it, but standing strong was Diaz. Off the back foot of Meneses, and Conestoga continue to do a good job getting feet and some sort in on that passing lane as that one tried to fill that one off of the head, I believe, of Free. As trying to come away with it. Now racing up, it's going to be number 12. That's Abby Curtis. Heading that cross field for Blazik. in the right spot. She's got Mackie. We'll find her. Now Mackie in. Little dump off now to Blazik, who crosses it. Nessie's has somebody on her back, and that one will be turned over. Good back check from Merritt. Di Benedetto fits the gap, and as that one, she saw daylight. And another strong play from Claire Di Benedetto. Benedetto, no, and there is going to be a whistle as she danced through a couple of Falcons and was finally taken down. It's going to be a free kick for the Condors. It will be Benedetto set to kick it off. Be a wall of 3 for the Falcons. Maybe 4. Oh, nope, they're going to add a 4th. And here's the kick. That one looking like a strike, and that one knocked down. Tried to fill, trying to get there. And that one taken in by Rogers. Nice play as Triantafilo was knocking on the door. Racing after it, Mackey's going to send that one out of play, but a whistle sounds. I believe the whistle sound was on Brazina. A free kick now for the Falcons in the 77th minute. That one up. Benedetto with a nice header as that one heads out of bounds. Really seeing great defense from the Condors all night long. Have done a great job limiting the number of high danger chances for the Falcons, keeping them on the perimeter. Last year, the Condors had 11 different goal scorers. Really speaks volume to the depth of this squad. They can hurt you from all over the field and have the ability to have that next woman up when somebody gets hurt or somebody's having an off game. There's a lot of offensive weapons here for the Condors, and you're seeing it already here tonight as rookie Cassidy Hunt got her first OCAA goal earlier in this match. Mackey takes that one in, little back and forth to see who comes away with it. It looks to be the Condors for the moment. Meneses has it and going to be sent back to Morales from White, who gives a big boot on that one, trying to find Triantafilo. No one quite knows where it is, but able to find it was Hurl.
Let's go, bro.
Meyer, good box out there as she's sending that one out. Another nice box out from Bookmeyer. Blazik able to get that one, trying to spring, trying to fill. She's got some room to run. And it looks like it's going to be Metcalf getting there first, but trying to fill got it right back. And she tries to find Mackey.
Let's go, kid, let's go!
Mackey trying to get a piece of that one. That one going to be sent out off the foot of Metcalf. Di Benedetto throwing it up the line. Looks like in a little bit of no man's land, and Claire going to run it down. Little pass the keepers trying to fill, pressures a little bit. Now here comes a real big push of pressure. And that one going to be sent away from Rogers as she sensed the danger. Pace of play picking up as time continues to tick away. Conestoga back with it. White with it as she was met by one of the Falcons on the far side of the field. That play disrupted. Meyer has that one and gives it on back to Di Benedetto. Blazik has had a number of touches all game long as Triantafillo trying to run that one down there on Metcalf. And that one going to be knocked down. A nice strike from Triantafillo as she and Blazik have been all over the field on this left half. I believe that one bounced over Brazina. White was able to corral it though. Conestoga continuing to pass exceptionally well as Manessi's racing up. That one is going to reach Curtis. Conestoga slowing it down momentarily. It's now Curtis as she tries to cross it. That one hitting off, and it's going to stay with Conestoga as 3 more subs coming into the game for Fanshawe.
Number 4, Maya Miglevich. And there's number 11, Addison Spinkle, and number 20, Jillian Crocker. Coming out of the game, number 13, Olivia Free, number 2, Justine Clare, and number 18, Xenia Wittig-Venturi.
And talking with Coach Mackey in the pregame after a close match on Saturday that ended in a draw versus a very tough customer in the Humber Hawks. As what was something that he really liked in that game that they were hoping to apply in this one, and it came down to rotations, having that better movement, and overloading numbers up on the field. You've seen that a number of times here. When they are on the attack, they have the numbers, they have the advantage, and they're also moving the ball exceptionally well around the field. Nice play from Mackey. It's a little joust for the loose ball. And Di Benedetto coming away with that one, sending it up to midfield. Blazik trying to get there, but it is going to be Metcalf first. Meyer coming away with it, and that one is going to be just out of bounds as Meyer tried to keep it alive. Off the throw in, a couple of Condors trying to knock that one away, and it will head out of bounds. Another good defensive pressure from Claire Di Benedetto. We're going to see that's a big throw in, able to find Blazik, but it will be knocked away. I believe Riglevich gets that one, and coming in there was Manessi's. That one off the leg of Crocker, out of play. A sub going to be coming into the game.
Entering the game, number 22, Nicole Miller.
Miller coming back into the game
24, Lexi Ambrose.
as Ambrose heading off. Time continuing to tick away. Conestoga still with a 1-goal lead. Would love to add an insurance marker here late in the second half of action. Di Benedetto fires up the line for Blazik. Nice touch as she's able to get around Crocker. It's going to be Metcalf getting there first. Gets it around Blazik now. And now up the wing. Here come the Falcons. That one through the legs and still with it. And now it will head out of bounds. Just trying to keep that one alive was Sam Merritt. Blazik pressure coming from her backside, and that one going to be cleared by Di Benedetto. Pressure coming from Curtis, and now trying the left side of the field, or the right, depending on which way you're standing exactly. For the Condors, that was the right side of the field, and that one going to head out of bounds. We are into the 85th minute of the match. There's a good mix of new faces and returning veterans for this Condors team. You see it in all sports, especially collegiate sports. You spend so much time together, but that one thing about the collegiate level is there's a lot of turnover just because players are graduating. You're only here for 4-5 years of eligibility. So you're really seeing Conestoga do an amazing job with their soccer program, continuing to have that team chemistry and play as a cohesive unit. That ball bouncing, and it looks like Blazek gonna come away with it. Blazek through the legs, trying to get it over to Curtis. That one sent towards the sidelines, and Blazek going to let it head out of bounds.
Go wait a little bit about it, please. Thank you.
Meyer throwing it in for Mackey. Tries to go a little one touch. That one sent up, and good ball pressure from Meyer. That ball thrown in. Mackey trying to get a piece of it. It'll go past her to Merritt. 3 Condors converge as they try to keep the Falcons at bay. Mackey still trying to come away with it. Here comes Miller trying to punch it away, but still with it is Diaz. Diaz racing up. That one going to find Ryder. And it's trying to fill, I believe, all the way back. Breaking the play up, not allowing Ryder a shot on goal. Conestoga, again, another defensive play, allowing them to try to keep the Falcons at bay, not letting them get a shot on their keeper. On the far side of the field is going to be trying to Philo. She was able to use her body, knocking down a player. Great physical player seen from the Condors as they play with such tenacity. That one out of bounds, be Fanshawe ball. A nice header from Meneses. And Blazek has a couple of Falcons in her vicinity. And that one going to be all the way back to the keeper. Wasting no time was Morales, sending it up. And Blazek trying to keep it alive, unable to run that one down. And Meyer gets a piece of that one. That one's still in. Meyer sends it on up to Curtis. Curtis looking for some room. And she will put that one on. Be taken in by Rogers. Another nice looking shot for the Condors. Just being able to put balls on net, forcing the keeper to make plays. As Miller tries to get that one, punching it free. And now Morales will reach Morales, however, and that one's sent away. A little bit of difficulty controlling that bouncing ball as Conestoga comes away with it, trying to Philo. Seen a number of exceptional performances from the Condors here this evening. Trying to Philo back with it. Nice little move. She fires! And that one just missing. A great look from Lily trying to Philo as she flew up the wing with a nice little cut. Just missing. The throw in here for the Falcons as Conestoga very close to widening the gap. Nessa is applying some pressure. That one going to be sent up the sidelines, and a nice reactionary play from Blazek as she got a piece of that one.
7 to the game for the Condors in the 89th minute. Entering is number 4, Cassidy Hunt.
Cassidy Hunt coming back into the game. Lone goal scorer here in the match. That's going to send off Meneses.
Shoulder left.
Take it in. Miller will let it go out of bounds. Quickly throwing it in. Conestoga continuing to pick up the pace. It's a good looking play from Blazik. Just lost it momentarily. Heads out of bounds. Back and forth. We continue to go. Mackey steps up and takes that one. Gets it on over to Blazik. Now to Curtis. Curtis has Trentafillo. That one a bit behind her. She will turn around and send it on over. No. That one going to be intercepted by Skinkle. And that one turned over. Here comes Mackey. Mackey, key contributor in this Condors offense. As she has a look, gets it on over to Hunt. Hunt has some pressure coming back. She strikes and just misses her second of the game. As Rogers had to lay out at full extension for that. She did not get a piece of it, however, as it just missed the post. Going to be a goal kick for Fanshawe. That ball up, Miller tracking it for the Condors. Going to get by her into the feet of Meyer, and she will send that up the pitch.
Officials
Battle for it. Miller coming for it.
Minimum of 3 minutes of
3 minutes of extra time here.
Added time.
As we are still in a very close game here at the Fountain Street Soccer Complex. Conestoga would love to get another goal. Trying to fill that one a bit behind her. Coming away with it now was Metcalf. She's trying to send that one up. A race for it. Really shows the level of athleticism these players have. Played almost over 90 minutes now. Still have bursts of speed left in the tank. And a nice play from White as she continues to try to box out. Now looking for a little bit of support. And that one going to be cleared. Trying to fill player down for Fanshawe. And that one is going to roll, I believe, out of bounds. And one of the Falcons slowed to get up. That's number 9, Sam Merritt. Be a goal kick for Morales. There's not much time left for the Falcons to try to even this one up. A big kick from Morales. Finds Curtis. Curtis racing up. Going to be closely watched there by number 14. I believe that's Chansamone. And keeping possession. Now getting it on over to Hunt. Hunt in a battle with it. Able to retain possession. Trying to cross that one up over the head of Trentafillo. Heading out of bounds. And it will reach as a couple players gave chase. The substitution going to be made. And that is going to be heading off. I believe that's Abby Curtis coming off. Patel coming into the game for the first time this evening. As the Condors look to close this one out off the goal kick. That one, Blazik takes it in. Surrounded by 4 Falcons. And it will be Fanshawe coming away with it. Conestoga having to watch the line. That one getting on over to Ryder. And a battle for it and some hard contact. Di Benedetto as she converged with Ryder. And Ryder is down. Training staff coming on. We're going to step aside while she gets tended to. Ryder able to walk off under her own power. That is a great sign, as that was a very hard challenge from both players. As Ryder and Di Benedetto were immediately running at full speed trying to get to that ball. And we are back underway. Is that one going to be sent up? Trentafillo takes it in. She's got some room to run. Sending that one over to Patel. No, it's going to be intercepted, but now Patel on it, and she will punch that one free. That one a little bit of a miscue. Blazik trying to keep it in. No, it'll head out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Condors.
No.
And that one off the foot of, that's Riglevich. Continuing on here in extra time. Conestoga looking to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Is that one headed out of bounds? Now trying to Philo has it. She's been all over the field. Yet to try get the strike. That one bouncing around. There comes, I believe that's going to be Patel. And that will do it. Conestoga flying high on this September evening as they are going to win it by a score of 1-0 against Fanshawe.
Here with Justina Meneses, what a great game that was. You got the opening goal. How big of a moment was that to get that opening marker, and how did that change the outcome of this game?
Yeah, it was huge. Like, we all worked together, and it was a struggle at the beginning, but we all came together and worked hard as a team, and we scored that goal. It was huge. 3 points in.
And then that was a great team win. You really saw it on the defensive side of the ball. Your next game is against Sheridan. What can you take from this game to apply in that one?
Yeah, we all got to just work hard together, play with conviction, play with each other, and we're a team. We're just going to work hard with each other and fight for every ball and score and win, win all those games. Yeah.
Justina, thank you very much. Go enjoy your win. That does it for us here from the Fountain Street Soccer Complex. Conestoga coming away with the win, 1-0 off the goal from Hunt. A great game all around. They'll be back in action against Sheridan. Thank you all for tuning in so much. From all of us here at the Fountain Street Complex, I'm Manish Mkuski. We will see you next time.
This is more than a recreation facility. This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build lasting friendships in a supportive community. This is where you'll feel empowered and inspired to develop lifelong skills for personal and professional achievement. At the Student Recreation Center, we are a community of over 25,000 Condors striving to soar in state-of-the-art facilities. We foster an environment where determination meets opportunity.
We're here to motivate, driving growth, and providing leadership on your journey to a healthier, happier you.
We're a diverse community, fueling our passion with each rep, each sweat drop, and each moment of personal growth.
We are constantly challenging ourselves, pushing our boundaries, and celebrating every personal achievement along the way.
We are the pulse of friendly competition in pursuit of victory and camaraderie through sports and friendship.
We are fierce competitors, where diversity strengthens our bond and enhancing our skills on and off the pitch.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are fueled by determination, teamwork,
and the thrill of victory on and off the field.
We
are Condors.
This is your opportunity to explore our dynamic programming and find the physical activities that ignite your passion. Visit the Student Recreation Center today to join the community of Condors striving to soar on campus.